in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Green Bay Packers. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. Rodgers now on first down. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers. Man open, here is Jones. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On play action, now Rodgers sliding out of the pocket. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tonyan. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. First and goal from just inside the 5. Rodgers now to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan there to make the grab. And the Packers have taken the early lead. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. Brandon Wilson to return it. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And good quarterbacks know that when things start to break down and they're forced to flee the pocket, they can often count on their running backs to try and bail them out. That happened on that play. Nice gain.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Burrow going to get this into the hands of Nixon as running back. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To the air again, Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. On play action, it's Rodgers. Rolling to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And you get a look at the final readout on air distance, according to Next Gen Stats. Rodgers will throw for it. Rolling to his right. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So their second touchdown of this first half, they went for 2 after score number 1. Didn't get it. Now they get the equalizer, so to speak.
So to speak, and you can understand the thinking. Because they didn't get it after the first score, they wanted to get back to a normal points pattern, get up to 14. But just think if they missed it here, only up 12-0, 1 extra point on the other side can ultimately beat you if they score twice.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. From the 30 on 2nd down. Burrow, he's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Toward the sideline, did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Mixon with a first down carry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll roll him out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Bengals. C.J. Uzomah. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Rodgers. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete. So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now finally got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Here we go. 180.
First down. Here's Burrow. Open man is Uzomah. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Here we go. Check. 180. Legs hot.
They'll give it to Mixon, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. 180.
Now Burrow. Flushed out right. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now it's Rodgers. Being chased out left. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Packers! He's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Wilson now on the return. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. That catch good for only a couple. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle, because where it goes, that's where you find his body. And he was able to get in there and make a great play.
That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Eluding the pressure right. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Morgan. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Forced out to his left. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Here we go. Ready? 12.
A handoff to Mixon. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, 25 yards to the house. And the Bengals draw even, and of course they can take the lead if they hit the extra point. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Only needing 2 yards on second down. Throwing is Rodgers. Buying time to his left. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up, the ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Burrow. He'll buy some time right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Looking deep for Adams. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes.
Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air. And, of course...
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Out to his left. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this will be recovered by the offense, but it will be of little importance now as time has expired here in this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tied game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
11 mighty.
To throw again on second down. Burrow steps away to his left. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Zach Taylor, a new breed of head coach. He's going to go for it on 4th down. Throwing again, it's Burrow. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Now Burrow on first, and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. They overload him that time on the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. From midfield now, Burrow. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Dancing to his left. Oh, leaping, and he makes the grab. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
You want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Mixon again. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers escaping the pressure right.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down now, it's Jones.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PA. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
A.J. Dillon. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run.
And the Packers are an extra point away from taking the lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They're going to try and run for it. And he is not going to get in. And I think the proponents of the Chargers saying, hey, why not kick it? The failure to convert is going to keep this game tied. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. 63 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A little bit of daylight on that 1st down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Got to kick it, right? I mean, even the short yardage, you boot this thing, don't you?
Yeah, but I know how aggressive you are. I know what you want. You want to go for it, don't you? You're feeling it, aren't you?
Yeah, but treat it like a football game, not like Madden.
I like that. Fight the temptation, kick the field goal, because if you go for it and don't get it, you put a lot on your defense in a short amount of time.
The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Drops it to Jones in the flat. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there on the catch and run.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. 2nd down, another shot for Jones. Room here to run. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 38 yards. And the Packers have moved out in front. Rodgers will throw for it. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are right back in this football game.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Here we go. Hey, can. Stop.
Burrow steps away. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Flushed out right. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line. Here's Burrow. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. To throw, Burrow. On the move to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Now Burrow, sliding out of the pocket, dumps it off to Mixon. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing, and that'll make it 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Throwing, Burrow, rolling to his right, and it's caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Mixon trying to punch it in, and he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. So they're not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. And they have got the lead. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And here's Lewis. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Able to find Jones. And he'll have a quick first down here as he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them in bounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home,